So, my first at least partial year of really trying to put content out into YouTube about Pokemon. And we're gonna see what I've been up to this year, how that's been going for me. So, hello everyone, thank you for coming to my channel. My name is Lane, and with that, let's get started. So to start this off, I do want to go ahead and just look at the fun stuff that I've been doing this year. So, as you guys know, I do love to play Pokemon, and a big part of what I do or like to do is to shiny hunt. I don't make any content on shiny hunting just because there's a lot of really good creators out there, and I don't think that I would be able to get much traction with it, and I honestly enjoy talking about the Pokemon theories and lore way more. So here's all of the shinies that I've caught in games. It's a mixture of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Let's Go, Pokemon Go. We've got Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, I think, in there, and Legends Arceus, and then of course we've got Legends ZA. So I've caught a lot of different shiny Pokemon. There's also been ones from Pokemon Home, like the events for Keldeo, Meloetta, Manaphy, Meltan. So yeah. And then I've also completed quite a few different Pokemon playthroughs. I really wanted to try to play through all of the Switch games before Pokemon Legends ZA actually came out, but I was unable to actually accomplish that. I did play through Let's Go Pikachu though, and I was able to complete it as a character playthrough, I guess, where I was pretending. I was playing as Yellow from Pokemon Adventures, and I used Yellow's team, and that was a lot of fun. I never did this before, which kind of sounds weird, but I've used a lot of Pokemon that I never actually would traditionally use, like an under-evolved Pikachu or a Dodrio or Golem. Trade evolutions are so hard to play with, but yeah, that was fun. And then I played through Shield, which was interesting because I, for the first time, actually used a different team for each DLC feature too. So, like, here was my team for the regular playthrough of the game, which I used Pokemon I've never used before, like Hatterene and Galarian Rapidash, and Mr. Rhyme. And then here was my playthrough through the Isle of Armor, which was a lot of fun. And then I also used a different team for the Crown Tundra, which was a lot of fun. So here are the 3 different teams that I used for that. And then, of course, I played through Legends ZA. I already made a complete video about my team that I used in that, but once again, here's my team for Legends ZA. And then here was my team for the DLC, the Mega Dimensions, that I used, which I've never actually used, like a Glossiopod. I still cannot say that Pokemon's name. I don't like that. I don't like that I can't say its name. I also never used like a Golden Go or, yeah, but the new Mega Evolutions were a lot of fun to play around with, so yeah, here are my teams for that. So, I also played a lot of different games, and don't know why, I don't think anyone really cares about all this, but I'm gonna go through and tell you what all of the teams were. Just a heads up, none of this was scripted, by the way, which a lot of my videos are kind of scripted, but I had to write down all of the games that I played. These were all games that I played over 10 hours of this year. So we've got Pokemon Sword and Shield, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Pokemon Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond, Pokemon Unite, which I played a lot of Pokemon Unite. We got Pokemon Snap, we got Pikmin 4, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, Mario Kart World, Kirby Air Riders, Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, Donkey Kong Bonanza, and once again, like Pokemon Unite, The Sims 4, I played a lot of Sims this year. Don't know if I'm going to be playing much of it going forward based off of their current decision-making process with, I mean, it wasn't their decision to be bought out, but you know what I mean. So, not sure where my future with The Sims will be going, but I'm down to play more. I just haven't played a lot since the Enchanted by Nature pack came out. So, now, moving on, we're going to be looking at kind of like my channel stuff, like the things that I've experienced with my year of making content on YouTube, and then we're also going to be looking at Twitch a little bit, but I haven't really done that much on Twitch this year, but still thought it would be kind of cool to show. So obviously, if you guys made it, here's my channel. This is what my YouTube looks like. I assume that a lot of you already know that, but We're gonna start with how many subscribers I've actually gotten this year. I have it set for 2025. Now keep in mind, all of these metrics are through the 20th, so through yesterday. So yeah, as you can see, from the beginning of this year through today, I have gotten 179 new subscribers, which is probably the largest influx of subscribers that I've gotten since starting YouTube. Like, and technically I've had my YouTube account for years now. So this is the largest climb. I mean, I only have 861 followers, I believe, at the time of recording, which I'm thankful as heck for. Anyone who comes to my channels, anyone who leaves comments and likes and all of that stuff, I'm super thankful for. So don't get that, I'm not upset about the number of subscribers. I just think that it's really, really crazy that I had a increase of 179 subscribers within this year. Majority of which I believe actually came through the later half of the year, because I only really started posting videos a lot starting in like September, October-ish. So that's beyond crazy to me that I was able to have that. And I think we have this one little uptick from when I posted my Mr. Fuji video, which was crazy too, but I mean, hey. Alright, so now we're going to be looking at the total number of views that I've gotten this year. And it looks like total I've gotten 109,954 views, which is crazy to me. That means, like, all of the things that I put out there, which, I mean, majority of my shorts are the ones that are going to be carrying that, but I still think that that's crazy. Well, it's actually Carmen and Kieran in the Lucy video is what's crazy, because that one I made over a year ago. It's really not that great of a video, but it's still the one that carries majority of my viewership, but you know, I'm not even mad about it. Not even mad about it. So I guess it's going to also bring us into what my most popular... Well, actually... Okay, so total for the shorts and videos that I've put out there, it looks like I've done 49 total this year. So that's beyond crazy to me too. I think I only have like 65 videos on my channel, so that's crazy to me. I've really been trying, really been putting in the work this year. My total watch time for this year is at 963.8 hours. Crazy. Once again, majority of that came from the Carmen and Kieran video, but hey, you can't, yeah, I don't even know what to say to that. Okay, so my most popular short that I created this year was the one about Vinny being Shauna's father, which is, once again, crazy, because we find out in the Mega Dimensions DLC that it's not even true. Like, Vinny's daughter wants a Mimikyu for her first Pokemon, so like it's not even true, but I don't even know. I think that that's crazy. I didn't expect that video to take off like it did either. So, and then my most popular video that I put out this year is the one about Pokemon's most forgotten and important character, in my opinion, that being Mr. Fuji. I published that one way back in March, and it got around 1,300 views. So, yeah. Overall, I think that kind of stands to reason. I do really wish people would pay a bit more attention to the other lore videos that I put out there, like the missing kimono girls and all that, because I think that those are way more interesting, but overall, who am I to complain about any of that? Alright, so now we're going to look at my Twitch just a little bit. Here is my Twitch account, and I don't really have much to go off of for Twitch because well, that's not really what I wanted to look at. Because I really have not been paying I haven't been really trying with Twitch here lately, which is going to change in the new year. I'll get to that here in a second. So, within this year on Twitch, I've actually gotten 5 followers, and I've only streamed about 3 hours. So, yeah, that's crazy, and I think I'm about to get to that here in the next section of this little video that I have here. But yeah, I think that that's also pretty interesting that I've gotten 5 followers on Twitch. Alright, so getting into what my goals are for next year. I want to continue making content at the same consistency that I already am, with that right now being at least 1 short a week, a tier list on Tier List Tuesday, and then a theory video on Fridays. And I want to continue to do that at the same consistency, but at a higher quality, which of course, like anyone who edits their own videos will tell you, like, it takes time, but you eventually get better at what you're doing. So that is my goal with that. I'm also hoping am going to be working at trying to get back to streaming. So I want to at least start streaming 2 to 3 days a week. Of course, that's depending on my schedule. I do work a full-time job on top of this, and I've mentioned in a few videos that I do karate, and that's going to be a couple nights a week that I do that. I'm actually hoping to start returning to teaching karate, so it's a full-time job, teaching job at karate a couple days a week, and then doing YouTube and content creation. So I'm going to be pretty busy. I'm also married and working on maintaining that relationship and everything. I know that all this sounds like just a regular adult life, and I'm not complaining at all. It's just going to be a lot of time management on top of my mental health and all that, because yeah, that's all super important to take into consideration. So my goal is to start streaming on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So I'll be doing that stuff in the evening, of course, because I work. But yeah, so, and of course, once again, I'm not complaining about anything. I'm super thankful, super appreciative for the privilege to do everything that I'm doing. So don't ever think for a second that I'm ever complaining, because I'm not. And yeah, I also love to hear and work with you guys. So let me know respectfully in the comments down below any ideas and everything. If you guys ever noticed that board back there, right there, that is my content creation board. So they're all different ideas, things that I'm working on pretty consistently. So once again, just let me know like any ideas. I'm usually going to be pretty quick to respond on Instagram. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, that's probably going to be your best first line to communicate with me. And I love to hear from you guys. Love to know what you guys are thinking, anything like that. But yeah, so once again, thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do. I hope to continue to impress and blow you away with my content. Not that I do that on a regular basis, but I feel proud of the work that I'm putting out there. So thank you guys for being receptive and watching my content. And yeah, once again, I don't know if this is actually going to be a super high performing video, but maybe in 2 years from now, when I hit like 1 million subscribers on YouTube or something, it would be kind of cool to come back and watch this and see where I came from, how I started with my Pokemon content creation. So with that, everybody, thank you so much. I hope you all had a lovely holiday season, and I hope that you have a happy new year. I'm also not going to be posting next week so that I can try to get ahead for the new year. So anyways, I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!